Here we are again, Vortex. At another fucking stoplight. I was gonna film it, but I think you get the gist, right? You don't have to see it to believe it. You see that I'm driving. You probably can see that the colors have changed. You're so dumb. I really am pretty dumb. A lot of the time. Like, it doesn't matter, like, how smart I could be. I thought of this yesterday, and I immediately wrote it down because I just thought it was so funny. And it sounds like something that would totally offend all the people that I do stand-up with that are just, like, retarded. They would get offended by that word. And they think that, like, white people just want to say that word. I mean, white dudes probably say that word more than anybody else says that word. But I just thought of something that's even more offensive than what I was originally going to say. In relation to that, like how white people say the word retard, it's like black people that say nigga over and over and over again. It's like, that's very true though. Like, that is a very, very true statement that I just made. And watch people get offended by it. That's how true it is. You know it's fucking true if people get mad about it. But it's true though. White people use that word the way that black people use the that one. But can you imagine, like, there being songs, like all this music, like, devoted to, like, calling people retards? See, Vortex, you get the good jokes. Like, I can't tell these jokes because they're not really jokes. But yeah, I can't tell these to the people in Nashville, because, like, all the people in cities are, like, way too progressive. If, like, I did comedy, like, strictly in suburbs, I guarantee you it would be a hoot every time. But because I do comedy in front of a bunch of people that either, you know, they just got out of college and they think that stand-up is the career for them, or maybe they're just like a failure. They're a failure at life. They can't figure out what to do. And so they start doing stand-up because they're like, hey, that's something that I could do with my life, and pretend that I'm gonna go somewhere, and pretend that there's a reason why I've made all these mistakes, you know? You notice how we just started driving in the dark? I mean, I can see, but I know that the Vortex is having trouble, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry. I can't control the sky. You know, I wish I could. I wish that me and God were like that. You know, I wish that I had the kind of relationship with God where I could be like, hey man, I really need some light. And, you know, because God said, let there be light. And there was light, right? Well, I wish that, you know, because I'm a vessel, I wish I could be like, hey, God, give me some light. And God would just be like, all right, you know? I told you, Vortex, you get the good jokes. These are really good jokes. Oh my God. I just freaked out, y'all. I just freaked out. I just stopped all of a sudden because I thought I needed to do that, but apparently I didn't. I'm really glad that the person behind me wasn't too close, because that would have freaked them out too. But I am driving on, like, a windy road. If you want to see for yourself. This is such a bad idea. This is such a bad fucking idea. It's alright. It's alright. We just have to follow the path. That's all we have to do. Like, literally. That's what driving is. Following the path. And see, this is what I'm talking about. This is a windy ass road. You see? See how windy it is? Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so windy. I wanted y'all to see this because it's actually a really beautiful view. That's why I choose to go this way, because it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. During the day, not really at night because you can't see shit, but See, like I said, it would be really nice to have some light, oh Lord. Really nice. Can you do that for us? Can you do that for us? Oh, hey, there's some light up there. I think that's a star. Oh my God. Let's slow down. Let's slow down. Let's slow down. Let's slow down. Okay. Now we are going 40. No, we're going like faster than that. We're going like 50 actually. But this would be a really beautiful view if you could see it. I just want you to dream, Vortex. I just want you to dream. Yay, we're not on the windy road anymore. I mean, still technically we're on it, but it's not going to be anywhere near as frightening as it's been. So, okay, we can calm down. We can calm down now. All right. Did y'all like that? Was that fun for you? It wasn't fun for me at all. Okay. I hate that road so much, and yet you always choose to take this one. It's like there are at least 5 other ways that you can get to his house, and you're like, no, I'm gonna take the one route that scares the crap out of me. You know, like a challenge. It's always a challenge. Anyway, that was fun, wasn't it? What were you originally gonna say that was super offensive? It was so offensive that you came up with something even more offensive. And then comedy got really dark. Oh, this is gonna be such a good video, I can already tell. And they'll like try to ban it because I said the N-word like one time. But clearly there was context, and clearly I meant nothing by it. Well, you compared the N-word to the R-word. I'm comparing, like, how often people use these words, these epithets, you know? Like, people seem to use epithets like they're nothing. Because it's just the way that people talk, you know? Like, people can get mad at me all they want, but that's the way that people talk. And so, if I'm writing from the perspective of like, okay, this is regular ass dialogue in America. This is regular ass dialogue that you hear in a restaurant. This is regular ass dialogue that you hear sitting on a sofa smoking out of 5 percolator bong. This is this is regular ass dialogue that you're gonna hear at a bar. This is regular ass dialogue that you're gonna hear at a restaurant. Like, my shit is the shit, okay? It's how shit actually is. But people are gonna get mad. Like, anytime there's any kind of truth to art, people fucking hate it. Whether it's comedy, whether it's a film, whether it's music, you know. I think with music, people can get away with it a little bit more because you can make a song catchy, and no matter what people try to do, like, the song is still catchy, you know? Like, I'm gonna show you guys where I'm at. Really exciting. Another stoplight. We don't need our turn signal, fuck that. Do you see that shit? The light just turned green. Isn't that exciting? It's exciting for me, not really for y'all, but yeah, it's just like people get offended by dialogue, you know? Words. But if you say those words in like a really catchy way, and there's like a bass line and a drum beat, it doesn't matter how offensive the song is. I mean, if you think about it, like rap music, they get away with so much. They get away with so much. Pop music, they get away with so much. Like, all the stuff that they're saying about women. I mean, look at like how much little Taylor Swift wants to bitch about sexism in the industry, and then you look at the kind of music that the industries are generating. It's like, really, Taylor? Why are you complaining? Like, you already knew that this was like the business that you were getting yourself into. I don't understand people that are just ignorant about how the world works. Like, This world's gonna chew you up and spit you out. And if you know that, it'll be a lot easier to deal with it. And that's the cool thing, that the mentally ill people that don't play the victim about their disorders and don't take the medication that they've been prescribed because they don't need that medication. Fuck that shit. Right? I just don't understand, man. To each their own. You know, if you want to fucking be a robot, go ahead and be a robot. But don't complain when you feel like you're addicted to something that you never intended to be addicted to. And that's the thing, like, especially like Xanax. Xanax is like super addictive. And you can also die trying to get off of it. It has the same effect on the brain as alcohol. And alcohol, you can also die trying to get off of it. I almost did. I got really lucky. I feel like God was watching out for me. Because Amy Winehouse attempted to do what I did and she fucking died. So, you know, that's another Amy gone down the tubes because of fucking liquor. You know, it's like she couldn't live with it, she couldn't live without it. Like, her body fucking needed that shit because she was so addicted to it. And that's what happens, you know, when you get so addicted to something, then your body needs that shit. And it freaks the fuck out. You know, it can literally shut down, like your organs just shut down, you know, because they're so used to having this substance there. And once you remove that substance and you're like, you know, I think I'm going to better my life, your body's like, fuck you. I don't want you to do that. I want you to keep feeding me vodka. That's what my liver says over and over and over. But anyway, I'm almost at my friend's house. We've made it, y'all. We've made it. It's way more fun driving here than driving home. Like, even though I get excited about going home, it's still terrible. You know? Because it's like, at least when you're driving somewhere, you can look forward to something that you're doing. Then once that thing is over, it's like, wow, it's over. And I have to go back home to my cats. You know? Nothing against my cats. Paisley's awesome. Arlo's awesome. Arlo's a little shit, but he's still awesome. But it's like, I love my cats. You guys know I love my cats. But it's kind of depressing though, thinking about it. But it seems like everybody's depressed. Unless they have like a really good relationship with their family, or they have really awesome friends that they enjoy enough to not have to be like liquored up and drugged up and all this shit to be around them. You don't have to constantly be watching Netflix and distracting yourselves. It seems like people don't know how to just be with other people, have conversations. You know, what happened to just going out and eating with people? I mean, that used to be just like the thing that people did. Now everybody's got to have a phone with them, you know, to distract them. It's just crazy. Anyway, I'm really chatty tonight. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not going through a manic episode, whatever you guys want to believe about me. It's way more than that. I feel like something's wrong with my tires. I mean, you guys know I'm paranoid as fuck, but I was driving like a really, really shitty area. And I think they fucked up my tires. Anyway, I'm here at my friend's house. I'm gonna go. I think I've yacked long enough. Do you guys like my hat? Somebody left it at Steak and Shake, and they told me to take it because they're like, that's so you. I washed it, don't worry. I promise. I don't have lice. Well, I might have lice, but not because of this hat, because I washed it, because I'm smarter than that. I always wash clothes that I bought at a hand-me-down shop, or stuff that literally gets handed down to me, or, you know, I just take it because nobody else is taking it, and I can't believe nobody would come back for this hat. That's crazy. Like, all this stuff in the Lost and Found is like, nobody wants this. And I always feel like I have to take it because it's like, oh man, somebody left this really fantastic hat, and this hat is probably lonely. This hat wants to be on somebody's head because it's so awesome. That's where it belongs. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Bye.